Mariam.
No, I'm
Mary.
And it's met on several occasions.
Yes, we have met. We still need to talk. Dear our trainers and participants, it is happy moment for us to be here to talk about something that is very central to our hearts. When you people were making introductions, you even told us what we had not yet asked you to say, but you told us about how unsafe you have been, and how you are eager to know about how to keep safe, which is a very good thing, because this is the reason we are here, to share with you the UN Plan of Action on the Safety of Journalists and the issues of impunity, which is a key program for UNESCO. As journalists, as literate people, media people, I'm sure you know all about UNESCO. You all know that about the 1945 Second World War, because that is when UNESCO was born. The Second World War, devastating war, a war that destabilized the whole world. I'm sure in some of your villages, you have the World War veterans. Can you imagine this war at that time in 1945, taking some of your great-grandfathers to fight? We have people who participated. So you can see how the war really had a long arm and destabilized the peace of the whole world. And at that time, UNESCO thought, the UN thought about how to build peace in the minds of men and women. Now women, then men. And the UNESCO preamble goes, since wars are created in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be created. So, there came UNESCO, 193 members now, and still advocating for peace in the 5 program areas of education, of natural science, of social and human science, of culture and communication and information. So how does UNESCO do this? UNESCO lays down frameworks, lays down conventions, lays down regulations that member states sign to, and these become guiding instruments that guide our operations, that promote peace finally, because that is the ultimate goal of UNESCO. So when it comes to issues of journalism, issues of safety, UNESCO has interest, and that is the reason we are here. But I do not work for UNESCO. I work for the National Commission for UNESCO. Afanda here is looking at me with surprise. You know that. Sometimes, people just call us UNESCO, and we enjoy it. But it comes with advantages and disadvantages. Of course, when I'm called Madame from UNESCO, I smile, because who else doesn't want to work with a UN organization? It is a very credible thing. But when we go back to Embassy House and they call me UNESCO and they don't give me what I want because they think UNESCO gives me, I make noise because I lose identity. So we come into existence because there's Article 7 in the UNESCO Constitution that provides for the establishment of national commissions in the 193 member states. This is operational for UNESCO to be able to reach member states easily. So we work as a liaison body, as a bridge, a coordinator, and we play the chief whip kind of work for UNESCO to ensure that government is compliant in all UNESCO's 5 fields of competencies. We have what we call C5, the biennial plan, the medium-term plan, the conventions and decrees, and so on. We keep reminding Ministry of Education. Last time you sent a delegation to New York to attend this conference. These were the recommendations. How far have you gone? Ministry of ICT, Ministry of Gender, and so on, likewise. Ministry of, you fall under national guidance, okay? You fall under national guidance. We remind Mr. Ojeda here, my friend, has reminded me of that document again, you know? Because of the UN Plan of Action, UNESCO tracks the safety of journalists worldwide. If you go to the website, you'll find a record of journalists who have been either killed or not treated appropriately per country. And there's a list, therefore, are there 4 or 5 of journalists? To date, UNESCO is asking what has happened to these journalists. They were killed and no record and there's nobody nobody responsible for them. So during such meetings, UNESCO asks, tell us what happened. So we also ask, UNESCO is asking about this. We write foreign affairs, we write to our minister, we write everywhere. And of course, sometimes we don't get the answers. We get back to the meetings and we are still asked to account for those journalists that are missing. Because when journalists are unsafe in their line of duty, they are supposed to report, of course, write, report, verbally, written, give news. But when they are not safe, then you are bound to have 2 things in place or more. One, the journalists will be harmed or killed in their line of duty. And when that happens, it can escalate many other things. And then the peace that UNESCO is aspiring for is not achieved. When journalists are also harmed in their line of duty and they cannot do their work safely, then you are sure of a missing link in what is supposed to be reported, what the public is supposed to receive. Either they retract, they don't do the work, or there are no people who are out there to continue being either harassed or killed or, harmed. Let me say harmed in their line of duty. So such occurrences do not encourage peaceful coexistence.